All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division, where Ring Magazine is on some monstrous BS about Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. Journalism in boxing continues to be the same thing over and over and over again. Very, very biased, obviously having agendas, and they let it reflect in the way that they rank these fighters. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and I'm gonna have some fun in this video because I just saw Ring Magazine's rating for the lightweight division, and no surprise at all, they find a way to put somebody ahead of Gervonta Davis, despite the fact that Gervonta Davis is without a doubt the top lightweight in the world. I'm a huge fan of Shakur Stevenson, even though Shakur Stevenson sometimes acts like he got problems with me for no good reason. I'm still a big fan and a big supporter of Shakur Stevenson, but I gotta stop when he gets credit for things that he shouldn't be getting credit for, because Shakur has not done the work at 135 that Gervonta Davis has done. And in fact, he really has not done the work that Gervonta Davis has done in his career to this point. And I will definitely explain that in this video. But before I do, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much for what you do. It's greatly appreciated. And if you don't mind, slap something in the Cash App or in the super thanks if you feel like supporting the video. But let's get into this, man. I've been tired of the boxing media for a lot of years, pretty much since the early 2000s. Boxing media in a lot of ways is not actually journalism. What it is public relations. And you see a lot of lists put out. You see a lot of opinions put out that will just boggle your mind if you've been paying close attention to what's going on. And that is the situation with Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson with Ring Magazine. Ring Magazine listed Shakur Stevenson is the top lightweight and Gervonta Davis as the number 2 lightweight. I am baffled as to the logic that they would use for that. If you want to look at what each one of these guys have done at 135, there's no comparison between what the two of them have done at 135 pounds. Shakur Stevenson has won all his fights at 135 pounds, and he has looked good in his fights at 135 pounds. His best win at 135 is William Zepeda. William Zepeda was the number 1 contender, although his mandatory for that title. William Zepeda had just come off fights with Tevin Farmer, who had had long layoff and looked very, very, very average during those particular fights. William Zepeda was not a world beater and definitely not somebody that a victory over would catapult him over Gervonta Davis, especially if you look at what Gervonta Davis has done in the lightweight division during the time that he's been there. And if you look at it objectively, not in a way where you are saying, well, I wish he would have done this. I wish he would have done that. I wish he would have done this. I wish he would have fought Devin. I wish he would have fought Lomachenko. But he didn't fight. Well, look, neither did Shakur. Shakur didn't fight Devin Haney. Shakur didn't fight Vasily Lomachenko. Shakur Stevenson didn't fight George Kambosos or Teofimo Lopez or Ryan Garcia or any of those other guys that were at 135 pounds at that time that Gervonta was there. So if you're going to compare the two, compare who they've actually fought at 135. And I think you'll see that it's better wins by far for Gervonta, because 2 of the fighters that Gervonta Davis beat at 135 pounds went on to win world championships at divisions higher than 135. He wound up beating Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero won titles at 140 and is currently a welterweight champion at 147 pounds. You also have Pitbull Cruz, who moved up and became a world champion at 140 pounds. Shakur Stevenson has not done that. William Zepeda has not moved up and done anything significant. And I know that some people will say, well, what about the draw with Lamont Roach? Well, he got a draw with Lamont Roach. Look at the fight with Shakur Stevenson and Edwin De Los Santos. Shakur Stevenson didn't even fight Edwin De Los Santos. He got on a bike and ran for 12 rounds and got a decision. So was Gervonta supposed to run around in a circle for 12 rounds, touch him every once in a while and bore everybody else and get a decision? No, of course not. He actually fought Lamont Roach, was taking the fight to Lamont Roach, and many people thought he won the fight against Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach, which, by the way, was a reigning 130-pound champion at the time Gervonta Davis fought him. Gervonta Davis has also moved down and fought 130-pound multiple 130-pound champions. Look, I have no problem with saying that Shakur Stevenson is a terrific fighter. I have no problem with saying that Shakur Stevenson has all the chance in the world to beat Gervonta Davis if that fight ever takes place. But to give people these accolades over the top of people that deserve them, obviously, it's just old. And you know why it is. This is happening because Shakur Stevenson first of all, he fought with Top Rank, and Top Rank fighters always got better rankings in the pound for pound list, always got especially from Ring Magazine. And now Ring Magazine is owned by Turki Al-Sheikh, who is promoting the fights that Shakur Stevenson is fighting on. So this is the same thing with the pound for pound list at ESPN. That's why the boxing media is just so compromised, because they are obviously saying things and doing things to try to curry favor with fighters, curry favors with promoters, probably in exchange for access, positive statements, because boxers in a lot of ways think, and this is not the case on my channel, I try for it not to be, and that's why I really am very, very hesitant to do any interviews, because they want to give you something, you have to give them something back. And Gervonta Davis, the fault of Gervonta Davis, I would say, is Gervonta Davis is not somebody that really engages with the media a lot. He's not going to glad hand the media. He's not doing all of that type of stuff. So those people have no interest in pushing things over the top for him versus the other guy. You know, if there's some discretion to it, then or some subjectivity to the decision, the subjectivity is going to side with the people other than Gervonta. And that's what has happened. And I think that it's irritating, because you can't get a really good sense of who the best fighters in the world are, because all of these commentators and analysts have their favorites and are pushing for their favorites. There's no way that in my personal opinion, that Gervonta Davis should be ranked under anybody at lightweight. But if you look at the pound for pound list, he's not even on those pound for pound lists. And he's beaten several world champions, several weight divisions above him. So anyway, man, it's just wild, wild stuff in the world of boxing. Shakur is a great fighter. I have Gervonta as number 1. Shakur Stevenson is number 2. But that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.